Hey Huskies and welcome back. Today we're launching a new series. We're calling this Crucible Labs. In this series, we're going to be testing different weapons and armor to get as scientific as possible with damage numbers, so that you can be as informed as possible when you jump into the Crucible. Today we're going to be testing the Thorn versus different supers. Thorn just came out this week and so far I'd like the changes they made with it. I'll admit I still have some PTSD from the first time it came around, but it really feels balanced now. So without further ado, me and my squad are going to jump into mayhem and start running some tests. It's going to get real nerdy in here, guys. I hope you like numbers. Now, before we get into supers, you should know how many shots Thorn takes in the neutral game. Thorn does 68 to the head and 43 to the body. In addition to that, it has 4 damage over time ticks of 2 damage, totaling an additional 8 damage per shot. Because of that, we know that 3 shots to the head will consistently do the trick. It can also reliably kill in 2 headshots and 1 body shot. The first resilience difference that we noticed was in the straight body shots. We found that it can kill in 4 body shots with the damage over time, but only if you're running 0 resilience. When we switched it to 1 resilience, this is no longer possible. All of these tests were done without the Soul Devourer buff. This buff happens after you get a kill, and when a little green orb appears. When you pick up that orb, you get a 6-second buff that increases the amount of damage that your damage over time ticks do from 2 to 7, equal to what it did back in Destiny 1. When this is active, you can actually get a kill with 2 headshots to the head on people with 5 resilience or less. You heard me right, people. For the first time since, the Hawkmoon, the 2-tap is back. That's all I wanted to show you as far as the neutral game for now. We're going to move on to roaming supers because eventually you're going to have to take one of these down. I'm going to show you how many it takes without Soul Devourer first, and then with, so you can see how much of a difference it makes. My fellow Warlocks, we're up first. Stormcaller's damage boost drops the headshot damage from 68 to 26, and damage ticks drop from 2 to 1. It took 7 headshots to kill this super, which to me feels like too much, particularly with how fast and mobile the super can be. It's not likely you can kill it in one clip unless you really have fantastic aim. With Soul Devourer, your damage ticks do 3, which is still more than neutral game ticks do. And here it takes 6 headshots. It's more doable, but I still don't recommend it. Stormcallers have more damage resistance than I thought. I'm impressed. Dawnblade has a little less damage resistance, but not enough to get a different result here. 7 headshots to kill is not easy for a flying flaming flamingo of death. With Soul Devourer, we were able to take it down in 5. This is a 2-shot difference that could just save your life if you're lucky enough to live that long. Next up is Well of Radiance. Now I pray that none of you are dumb enough to try and go toe-to-toe with someone in a well, unless they're looking some other way. But if you do, it'll take a full clip of headshots to take one down, and this is firing at full speed. The damage ticks just aren't doing enough damage to slow down the healing. I don't recommend it here. With Soul Devourer, it actually does prevent healing, letting you kill in 8 shots. But preventing healing could allow the rest of your team to actually take out a group in a well. It has potentially pretty useful if you ask me. Next is Nova Warp, and in keeping with the theme, Thorn takes 7 shots without Soul Devourer to secure the kill. Nova Warp has been nerfed, but I still wouldn't want to have to put that many bullets into a target to take it down while it's barreling towards me. With Soul Devourer, it only took 5 shots. Definitely doable and a much better result. Hunters, you're up. Now I'm going to save us both some time and tell you that without Soul Devourer, Arc Staff and Spectral Blades both took 7 shots, just like the Warlock supers. But I do want to show you the Soul Devourer footage since by this point we've established you're going to want this if you want to stand a chance against those supers. Arc Staff goes down in 5 hits from Soul Devourer, and Grey Husky likes to run in front of my tests. It makes for some great test footage. Spectral Blades was tough to tell because the invisibility hides the health bar, and the super kind of gives this emo looking Instagram filter of darkness over everything. But this is one of the few supers that can actually take 6 shots. 25 damage is the lowest damage numbers we've seen so far in these tests. That's some real nice damage resistance you got there, Hunters. Sadly, Hunters also do have the biggest disappointment of the bunch. Golden Gun seems to provide little to no help on these tests, dropping the base headshot damage from 68 to 65, meaning 3 headshots still kills here. I even feel like at low enough resilience, I could have done that in 2. And finally we have the Titans. Now I always had the assumption that Titans had the most damage resistance on their supers, and for the most part, this turned out to be true. Fist of Havoc and Sentinel both took 8 shots to kill at default, a whole extra shot over the Warlock supers, with Sunbreaker taking only 7. We're going to check out Fist of Havoc first, which takes 6 shots after Soul Devourer, 2 shots less than without it. Same goes for Sentinel Shield. We actually tried something interesting with Sentinel Shield, which led to another test after this, and we found that the shield actually flickers with the damage over time, as if it's being continually hit. Make a mental note of this, because we'll revisit that in a little bit. Last but not least, because least is Gunslinger, is Hammer of Soul. And this one took 5 shots to kill, in line with most of the others. So here's the final scorecard of the supers, and how much they took to kill. Personally, I give the win to Spectral Blades. When you're invisible, it's hard to get consistent headshots and it messes with your screen, and they just move so awkwardly. And my participation award goes to Gunslinger. Thanks for trying. And here's the bonus clip I was talking about, Sword Guarding. You probably know by now that shooting at somebody who's blocking with a sword uses up their ammo. This is true for Thorn as well. The burn effects of Thorn will drain your sword ammo faster. That's all I got for this inaugural episode of Crucible Labs. If you liked it, please leave a like so I know to do more episodes like this. If there's something we missed, I also want to do a follow-up episode on each Crucible Labs episode we do. So drop a comment if you want to see a specific scenario on Thorn versus whatever, and we'll do it. Next episode I want to do some speed tests. Quick Fang, Stompies, Mida, Transversive Steps, all that. I want to make your Guardian as fast as possible. If you have suggestions on things you want to try for that, we'll take those comments too. Thanks for watching, guys. And thanks to Grey Husky... Thanks to... Jesus, guys. No, but really though. Thanks to Grey Husky, Sid, Ghost, and Feagle for helping me to get my footage for this. There were a lot of hands involved in this video, and we all want to see this series be good. So subscribe to let us know you want more. This has been Red Husky from Crucible Labs, and from Iron Huskies, and I'll see you all in the next lab. Class dismissed. It's during their damage field. Even if I didn't kill anyone, me being there disrupts them.